Hello, my name is Louise Davis and I am the head teacher at SGS Berkeley Green UTC. I'd love to be talking to you in person and showing you around our amazing college. It's not an exaggeration when we say that you've not seen anywhere quite like Berkeley Green. The first thing I want to show you is the Bloodhound. This is a replica of the vehicle that's going to attempt the land speed record the year after next, and that is a replica version that the students see every time they walk through the door, and it symbolises to us a number of things. The importance we place on our specialisms, so engineering, digital technologies, science and maths. It also represents the future, which is what we're all about, and the ambition that we have for our students, and that sense that they can go out there, be anything and do anything. Obviously, we really wish we could give you a proper guided tour around our building, and we wish you could see our students enjoying their learning. It's normally a busy, lively place, the UTC. What you'll see as we go around are things like this, some of our COVID protection measures that are there to make sure that students are protected and we reduce infection during this really difficult time. In this space, you'd normally see lots more desks, chairs, computer facilities. This is where our students come to do private study, and every student that joins us has private study on their timetable. The expectation being they'll come, they'll learn how to take responsibility for their learning. But before I take you any further, let me tell you a little bit more about the UTC, who we are, what we do, and why we do it. From the moment you walk through the doors, you feel as if you're in a professional environment, a workplace, rather than a school. You see young people dressed in suits, on first name terms with the staff, with a clear sense of what they want to do with their lives. Our fantastic environment tells you immediately that this is a setting with the future in mind, from the high-tech facilities to the industry standard equipment. You can't fail to be impressed. Let me tell you more about who we are and what we do. SGS Berkeley Green UTC. It's a name that sounds like a bit of a mouthful, but every part of the name is important and tells you something about our unique setup. We are a member of the SGS Academy Trust, and we work very closely with South Gloucestershire and Stroud College, who sponsor and support us in many ways. Berkeley Green, that's where we are, in leafy countryside, by the banks of the River Severn and on the Gloucestershire Science and Technology Park. We are also a university technical college. There are over 45 UTCs across the country, and we all provide high-quality technical education to young people between the ages of 14 and 19. All UTCs have the same core beliefs. The first is that specialist technical education is incredibly important if we're going to maximise the career opportunities available to young people now and in the future. The second is that by working much more closely with local employers and universities, everybody reaps the benefits. Our mission is clear. It's to help prepare young people for their future careers in STEM industries, in particular the sectors of engineering, digital technology or cybersecurity. It's important that young people are happy in their private lives as well as professionally, and our Values in Practice programme, or VIP as it's known, supports student health and well-being. We have one core value here, professionalism. It sums up the qualities that we want the whole community to develop, staff and students alike. We are polite and treat each other with mutual respect. We take pride in our appearance. We are positive about learning and we develop individual independence. We are punctual and our attendance is excellent. Above all, we recognise and celebrate the differences that make us each unique. You'll notice that I said we are a university technical college. That's because every UTC is sponsored by a local university, which in our case is the University of Gloucestershire. They work closely with us to help build students' understanding of higher education and to help us develop their specialist knowledge. Some parts of the university operate on the same site as us, including their cybersecurity and digital innovation centre, and our students have various opportunities to work alongside university colleagues in C11. I hope that's given you a short flavour of who we are and what we do. At such an uncertain time, it's reassuring to choose a school developing the skills and personal qualities needed nationally. In short, there is nowhere better than SGS Berkeley Green UTC to provide a high quality technical education for your future. I'm standing here in our open plan student area. This is where students come for break and lunchtime. So you've seen that we have our cyber cafe where we serve hot food at break and lunch. And at the moment, what we've got is a separated area. So Key Stage 4 is divided into Year 10 and Year 11. They have separate seating during the COVID situation. Our post-16 students, Years 12 and 13, are fortunate in that we have a separate on-site restaurant, which is where they're able to take their lunches. But this is a great space. It's a big open plan area in which we can easily fit the whole of the school for social and learning scenarios. So for example, we might come down here to do some project work where Year 10s might work with Year 12s and Year 11s with Year 13s. We can have breakout space and students get to know each other very quickly here because of the space that we have at our disposal. Now I'm going to take you through to our challenge arena, which does two jobs. It's our central sports area indoors, and it also has retractable seating that we can use for assemblies, presentations, and so on.
Hi, I'm Jenny Pearce and I lead the engineering team. Welcome to our department. The barn is my favourite place in the UTC, and we've set it up to have Key Stage 4 on the left-hand side and more Key Stage 5 on the right. As you go through, this bottom area here is wood and plastics, and then leading into our hand skills in metal. Here we have our Key Stage 4 lathes, pillar drills that students use as part of their WJEC course, but also in projects if they need to make something specific. The next section here is what we call a dirty classroom. So while students are doing practical work, they may need to write up a task, they may need to continue designing, and this area allows us the flexibility of doing both of those things. We also have full classes in here at the same time, so we can run 3 classrooms at the same time in the barn. I'm now going to talk you through our engineering curriculum. At Key Stage 4, students studying engineering can opt to study 3 different qualifications: DTAQA, a design and make course, WJEC engineering, a pure making course, and NCFE graphic design, a design course. These courses prepare students for Key Stage 5, where they can study the BTEC Extended National Diploma. There are 15 units studied over 2 years. These give students a range of engineering knowledge and skills and prepare them for either further study or the world of work. Throughout Key Stage 4 and 5, we are supported by our employer partners. Their involvement with the UTC enriches the student experience throughout. All details of the courses can be found on the UTC website in the curriculum area. At the top end of the room, we have our CAM area with laser cutter, Denford mill, 3D printers, sublimation machine, another 3D printer, and also some very small mills as well, where students will just do trialling and prototyping. As we come on through, we come to Key Stage 5. At the top of the Key Stage 5 area, we have our CNC mills and lathes. And we always do Unit 43, which is a CNC unit within the VTech course. Moving on through, you come down to our much more traditional mills and lathes, which is Unit 41, which is a unit I think students particularly enjoy. We have all of our tools off the side, so each machine has its own tool area. And in the centre, inspection and testing area, so that students can check their work is the right dimensions. At the bottom of this area, you can see we have a lathe that has been fenced off, and that's the Unit 24, which is a maintenance unit where students have to take apart a particular piece of equipment that has a lubrication system in it and then put it back together again. So this lathe is being used for that at this moment in time. We are incredibly well kitted out, we're incredibly well organised, and I hope you like Bar as much as I do.
Hi, I'm Rich. I'm Specialism Lead for Cyber and Digital. Welcome to the Fujitsu Innovation Hub. This is one of 3 fantastic rooms or suites of rooms that we have at the UTC. In my opinion, it's the best room in the UTC. Firstly, we have a fantastic view of the engineering bar, where we get to see all of our engineering students performing all of their lessons. We also use this space for PC building sessions, where students learn how to build computers from bare components. Our VR lab is also housed in the Fujitsu Hub. We have 6 Oculus Rifts that are used by students for developing their own solutions and for accessing curriculum content. One of our specialisms is cyber security, and the UTC benefits from a security operations centre, a room that has its own specialist cyber lab that allows students to undertake all of the tasks that you'd expect a cyber professional to be able to do. SGS Berkeley Green UTC opened to establish a pipeline of work-ready young people with skills and qualifications in cybersecurity and digital technologies. On the screen you will see several badges that we have achieved since opening and demonstrates industry partner recognition of the work of our students and staff. We are rightly proud of what we offer and how apprenticeship providers, employers and higher educational institutions comment on the quality of our students who leave the UTC at the end of their study. The most recent award is the National Cybersecurity Centre Cyber First Schools Award. We are the first UTC and one of only 10 schools nationally to secure this award. Before this, we have also been awarded Microsoft Showcase School status, recognition for the innovative way in which we have used Microsoft products to enhance the learning experience. The Palo Alto Cybersecurity Academy designation is particularly exciting, as this award is usually reserved for universities. Palo Alto are the world-leading firewall appliance provider, and they have donated to us 5 physical and 50 virtual firewalls for our students to use and configure as part of the curriculum. Our students leave the UTC not only being able to explain what a firewall is and what it does, but they can also describe how they have practically configured it and on the world-leading device. Finally, our Cisco Networking Academy status enables us to use industry tools to teach computer networking to students in a way that other schools simply cannot. Let's take a look at the cyber and digital curriculum. At Key Stage 4, students can elect to study cyber and digital as one of their specialism choices. The courses that we currently offer are Digital Information Technology, which is a BTEC. This course has 3 components: user interfaces, using data, and digital working practices. This explores areas of how technology is used and includes a focus on cybersecurity. The user interfaces and using data are coursework units, and the digital working practices is the exam. The second aspect of our specialisms is another BTEC in creative media production. There are 3 components to this course: exploring digital media products, developing digital media skills, and creating a digital media product. This course comprises of 3 coursework units, so there is no exam, and students get to develop these skills looking at media products including games, websites, moving video, audio, and printed publication. As an additional option, students can also elect to study GCSE Computer Science. In this course, they will learn about the theory underpinning computer systems. They will also develop their computational thinking, and they will complete a programming project. At Key Stage 5, students can elect to study up to 3 courses from our wide-ranging curriculum offer. Firstly, cybersecurity is offered as both a 1 or 2 A-level equivalent qualification. It comprises of a mixture of exam and coursework and will provide students with lots of practical skills building relating to the sector. Units include IT system security and encryption, virtualization, managing and supporting systems, and principle of computer science, but to name a few. Students can also choose to study our single A-level size qualification in digital technologies.
While cyber is a recurring theme, this course is broader in nature and includes units in augmented and virtual reality, Internet of Things, and mobile technologies. Students study 5 units in total with 2 external exams. At the more traditional end, we offer an A-level in computer science. Students study 2 units, one with a focus on computer science theory, which includes data structures, the structure and function of the CPU, memory, networking and ethics, and computational thinking, which is where students have to solve problems by writing software. Finally, in Year 13, students will demonstrate their programming skills by completing a programming project. Most students tend to build a game for this one. Supporting our curriculum is a wide offer of enrichment. As part of our Cyber First status, we have priority access to events, talks and competitions. We also encourage students to take part in other National Cyber Security Centre initiatives such as Cyber Discovery, which is a web-based exercise where students get to demonstrate their cyber security skills and compete across several rounds to get to the elite phase. In addition, we supplement the cyber skills building in lessons with Immersive Labs. Immersive Labs is a Bristol-based company that provides a cyber skills development platform where students complete labs in different areas of cyber in order to gain points and move up the leaderboard. We're competing against universities on this platform and are currently 21st out of over 800 institutions across the globe on the platform. A real effort. Students leave us for a range of destinations that includes the universities, apprenticeship providers and employers shown above. We are very proud of the fact that many of the destinations are not one-off instances and demonstrates the impact of studying at a UTC. At the core of UTC life is employability, and we engage with our fantastic and often generous employer partners with several examples shown on screen. They contribute to our core and wider curriculums in many ways, including guest lectures. In the current climate, these are remote, but prior to the pandemic, we have held lectures from employer partners on specific areas of the curriculum where they can provide industry insight and experience, with a notable example being artificial intelligence. Mentoring. We currently have 7 staff from Intel working with our students to develop their employability skills through one-to-one sessions on aspects including interview technique and presenting to an audience. Finally, lunchtime talks. We are able to host 2 to 3 talks from employer partners a term, and students are free to sign up to the ones that they are most interested in. As you'd expect, demand is high.
Hello, I'm Gareth Lister. I'm the Deputy Head Teacher here, and welcome to Berkeley Green UTC. I'm going to talk to you about our Key Stage 4 curriculum and our core curriculum to start with. And instead of me giving you the information, I'm going to ask our English team, our Maths team, and to start with our Science team to give you information about what they do in their curriculum.
Welcome to Science. Our team is made up of myself, a biology specialist, Ruth, a chemistry specialist, and Shakila, a physics specialist. We mostly get to teach in our specialisms, which is really brilliant for the students because they get to see a teacher who's really passionate about their specific topics that they're teaching. For the Key Stage 4 students coming in, they will either study combined science or triple science. If they do combined science, they'll end up with 2 GCSEs. And if they have triple science, they will end up with 3 separate GCSEs in each science subject. The location of the UTC building on the banks of the River Severn is a really good way for us to explore habitats, see local wildlife, and apply our learning to a real life situation.
For all year groups, the lessons are a mixture of theory and practical work, and we encourage a hands-on approach using practicals, demonstrations, and models to support both the understanding and retention of the theoretical ideas being studied. Each year group is given homework every week, with years 10 and 11 being set educate questions online, which gives instant feedback and is supported by a series of study guide slides to help students with the tasks. Students are also regularly tested at the end of each topic to build up a picture of their progress throughout the course and to highlight areas in which they might require further support. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.
Maths is at the heart of everything that we do. Our core curriculum and our extended curriculum and our specialist curriculum are all based around the application of mathematics. And to give you some information about what we do in maths, I'm going to hand over to Deb and Martin to give you some more details.
Hello, we are the Maths Department at Berkeley Green UTC. My name's Deb Voldborth and this is Martin Coomer, and you can find us on the top floor of the building. We're going to talk to you today about the courses that we run at Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. So I'm going to pass over to Martin, who's going to start with our Key Stage 4 provision.
At Berkeley Green, we offer maths at both foundation and higher level, which means that if you're aiming for a 4 or a 5, or if you're aiming for the higher grades, we can give you the support that you need. We also use Hegarty Maths, which means that students can look at videos of topics that they're struggling with and then answer questions to see how they're doing. It also gives us a really accurate picture of how each student is doing in each topic, which means that we can give them individual support. For those students who want to push themselves even further, we also offer GCSE Further Maths, which you can take as additional subjects alongside maths. It includes subjects like calculus, coordinate geometry, volume expansion, matrices, exponentials, which all feature really heavily in A-level maths. So it's great if you want to take maths further. I'll hand you back to Deb.
We offer a wide range of courses at Key Stage 5 that offer a variety of content for varying different levels of confidence. We start with the GCSE resit, so anyone joining us post-16 that hasn't managed to pass their maths GCSE, we will offer them the opportunity to resit in the November or in the summer to help them get through to that level 4 or better. We also offer a course called Core Maths, which is for those people that maybe don't want to commit to an A-level maths, but want to continue using their maths post-16, and that sits alongside their other subjects. We also offer A-level maths, which is for people that are really keen on their maths, and further maths for those at the top end. Why study maths post-16? Well, there are many skills that you can develop through Maths A-Level. It's an A-Level that's in high demand from employers and universities, and as well as the academic content that you will learn, it also provides the ability to solve problems, think logically, develop team working skills, resilience, effective communication of some very complex ideas, and the ability to use your own initiative.
Now, in our curriculum, we offer lots of opportunities for students to develop their independence. We're training them to be employable young people, and to be an independent learner is very important for us. This is an example of one of our study areas. In here, we've got a selection of books that we help and we use in our curriculum for our English teaching. And to talk about our English curriculum, I'm going to hand over to Sam and Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen.
And I'm Sam.
And we're the English Department.
Here at SGS Berkeley Green UTC, we believe that English is integral to our learners becoming skilled communicators and developing into confident, expressive young people.
It's not just a subject that happens in the classroom. English happens all over the UTC. In our interactions with one another, in emails, in tutor time, we constantly reinforce good communication skills. In the classroom, we aim to be inclusive practitioners that ensure that all learners are engaged and able to access every part of every lesson and push to reach their potential. This means that we spend a lot of time getting to know our students on individual levels and to understand what works best for them.
We follow the Pearson EdXL English certification, which offers students the chance to study the key materials in depth. We had the opportunity to study Romeo and Juliet, Journey's End, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and poetry, amongst other interesting texts. Please do contact us with any questions or queries that you might have. We look forward to seeing you at the UTC.
I'm now going to talk to you about the other subjects that we offer at Key Stage 4 and our exciting new developments in our Key Stage 5 curriculum, as well as our extended curriculum. Our Key Stage 4 curriculum is made up of 4 different strands. You've heard a bit about the first strand already with our English, Maths and Science GCSEs. All students will study combined science, but some of them will be given the opportunity to study triple science. You will also study PSHE, PE and private study, and those 3 courses won't have a GCSE at the end of them, but they're there to enrich our curriculum. Our private study is on our timetable for 2 reasons. The first one is to develop the independent skills that employers hold so dear and to make you more employable young people. The second is that lots of our students travel from quite far away. So we like to give you the opportunity to complete your homework while you were in school. If you manage to use that time effectively, then you'll have less work to do when you get home and in the evenings. The second strand of our Key Stage 4 curriculum is our specialisms. And this is where you'll spend a lot of your time. So you can either choose to do a double qualification in engineering, where you'll get 2 different qualifications in engineering, or you can get 2 different qualifications in digital. Or if you're not sure which specialism you want to go for, you can select the hybrid one. And that will be used to select our more design and creative specialism. But also, if you wanted a taster of the different courses, that's the one you would go for. The third strand is our option subjects, and you would pick 2 of these. You could pick GCSE Computer Science, GCSE Geography, GCSE History, Product Design, or BTEC Sport, and you'd pick 2 of those. And alongside our normal curriculum, we have our extended curriculum. Some students will be given the opportunity to study triple science and further maths, and we want to find out a bit more about your ability in those subjects before we offer those to you. You'll also have some RE time on your timetable, and there is designated time for employer projects and enrichment. These are 2 of the things that make us a bit different, the employer projects and the enrichment that we run and we offer. We regularly have employees around our building working with you and your subjects to give you a taster of what it's like to work in an organisation and to give you the real life industry skills that you need to be able to succeed in engineering and in digital. Our Key Stage 5 curriculum is similar in the way that we have a number of different strands or pathways that we follow. The pathways are split like this. Pathway A is where we have our full-time technical students, and you can choose to do full-time digital technologies or full-time engineering. And that means you'll spend all of your time when you're in the UTC studying in the specialist areas. And you've already had quite a lot of information about that from Rich and Jenny previously. But this is where you'll spend the majority of your time studying those subjects. To get into that pathway, you need to get 5 9-4s in your GCSEs, and that includes English and maths. For our pathway B, this is our full-time A-levels, and we offer A-levels in maths, further maths, computer science, chemistry, and physics. And to study these A-levels, and just these A-levels, you'll need 5 9-5s, including English and maths, and a 6 in your subject of choice. For pathway C, this is our hybrid pathway. And this is one of the things that makes our curriculum unique, that you can choose to study these technical qualifications alongside A-levels. So you could choose any of the options there. So you can have a single qualification in digital, or a single qualification in cyber, or a single qualification in engineering, alongside a couple of A-levels. You could choose to do 3 of the options that are listed there, as long as they add up to 3 GCSEs. So where it says Digital 2 and Engineering 2, that means you'll be doing a double qualification in digital technologies or a double qualification in engineering. To get into this pathway, you need 5 9-4s, including English and maths, but a grade 6 in the A-level subject of choice. So for example, if you wanted to do applied science, digital 1 and maths, then you would have to get a grade 6 in your GCSE maths to be able to study that. But you would only need grade 4s in your sciences and in any other qualifications that you've got. Our extended curriculum includes a number of different things. We have core maths, which we will be encouraging the majority of students to select. And this is a qualification that goes alongside engineering and digital technologies to look at maths in the real world and the real life application of mathematics. It's a really useful and powerful qualification that our employer partners look for when they complete interviews and look for their recruitment. We also have some technical qualifications. An example of these is Palo Alto, who are one of our partners, and they run a firewall technical qualification that allows you to develop your cybersecurity skills. We have our enrichment offering, where you look to develop your skills in the areas that you want to develop them. And we have employer projects, and this is where we have our employers into the building, giving you real world experience and real world advice on how you can develop your practical skills that you learn in your studies and how they're applied to real life. Now, we're also looking at adding a few more options into this. We're looking to add a graphics course into Pathway C. So if you're looking to do a design-based course with a mix of engineering, or if you're looking to do architecture or looking to do something along those lines, then we're looking to have another course if we're able to run it, and that will be in Pathway C. We're also looking to run an esports qualification, which is a really interesting and really exciting qualification this year. And it includes lots of new skills and lots of new areas for digital technologies that link really nicely with the rest of our curriculum.
We are the Values in Practice team. So the first thing you're probably wondering is, what on earth is that? So in any other school, you would probably recognise us as the pastoral care team. So we are responsible for attendance, but monitoring attendance and behaviour, and all things pastoral. So our name, the Values in Practice team, comes from the 7 core values that we have at the UTC. So as well as coming to us to do academic courses and specialising in engineering and digital, one of the key roles of the UTC is to prepare you for going into the working place. And our student council came up, I should say, with these 7 core values, which they wanted to see within the UTC. So we have adopted them, and now we are trying to embed them into everything that we do. And that's where our team comes in. We do these things by working with staff, students, parents, carers, and other agencies to embed these core values across the UTC in the curriculum, and ultimately the goal of keeping students safe through these systems and making sure that their time at UTC is a pleasant one, and is enjoyable and is an exciting one where they can learn and progress their skills. How we do it, so all of the staff will be modelling the values themselves. We will provide students with opportunities that they wouldn't normally get within a normal school. So we're trying to give them chances to meet with employers, to generally take part in things like projects where they work alongside a company to improve or to develop their skills further so that they are ready to go into the workplace. Why do we do it? Well, obviously, as we've already mentioned, employability is really at the heart of the culture and the ethos at the UTC, and it's what we pride ourselves on is being different. But we're preparing students to go off onto the next step of their journey. So not only are we trying to make them good students, but we're also trying to make them good people and prepare them off for life and their future career. This is who we are. That's me on top left. I'm Graham, as you've already met. And within our team, there are 7 of us. There are 7 values and 7 of us. I think it is just a coincidence. We all have very, very different roles within the team. Across the top, you have myself. I also teach PE, hence the blue shirt. And then you have Kerry and Nicola, who have full-time roles within the Values and Practice team and have no teaching responsibilities, so they are always on hand to help with the pastoral care of the students. Then across the bottom, obviously, we've got Gareth, our deputy head, who's our designated safeguarding lead. Penny, who is our Senko, and works very closely with our LSWs, providing students with any extra support they may need within the classroom or alongside their studies. We then have Siobhan, who is our employability coordinator, so works very, very closely with our students in terms of getting work experience coordinated, working alongside employers on projects, getting companies to come in and talk to our students, preparing careers days, careers weeks, careers interviews. We have Joe Green, who is our PSHE coordinator. So myself and Joe work very closely to make sure that everything we are doing within deemed time is linked into our PSHE scheme of work and timetable. And we make sure that all of the activities that we do during the week in team time are also helping to develop the 7 core values that we hold close to us.
Thank you for taking time to watch the virtual tool. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Applications are still open for September 2021, and you can find the application form and further details about the UTC on our website.